Go for it. Let's go with the Q, dude. Yep, that did a lot. Man, I can't even show everything. They just die too quickly. Hello internet, and today we have an early access showcase of Astra Yao. And let me just say, every character in this game looks like a damn supermodel. Look at this thing. If this is not my mom, I don't know who is. Like, check out this animation as well. Like, what? You're speechless at this angle now. But before we start, everything's here from the creator experience service and things are subject to change. And with all that said, let's just take a look at the newest character, Astra Yao. And we'll start with all of them tags. We'll start with this one, and then the chain attack with the ult as well. And then the special attacks right here. It's quite a lengthy one, but as usual, I'll try and summarize everything you have to do with her with the gameplay later, right? And here we have the core skill enhancement. It's basically just the same thing. You know, the only change is the percentage. And here we have her equipment. Look at how adorable you are. Now here's Elegant Vanity, which does these. All in all, it's really good for her, especially with the extra damage buff that, you know, why not, right? Now it is important though that she gets this 5 energy. I will say this is really good for her. I really do suggest you getting it. Not to mention, these are all of the individual pieces, with the sets being Astral Voice and Swing Jazz. Astral Voice being the new one that is literally designed for her. And yeah, with all of that combined, we have this amount of stat line, which the only thing you have to worry about will be the attack. You need 3,429 attack in order to maximize the effect with her core passive right here, which does an increase attack up to 1.2k based on 35% of her own attack. Basically, if you want to maximize that, hit 3,429 attack. That's what you're looking for. I'm overkilling it right now. And of course, you can fit more energy regen, go for it. That is why it's so good to have her own equipment. You get attack from this, and you also get more energy as well. It's really important for her. And with all that said, allow me to show you how she works. Look at her. She's kind of goofy, you know? And here we have a tutorial on how you want to use Astra Yao generally, right? Firstly, if you pan the camera down, you get to... Let's not do that. And the way you want to use Astra Yao is really simple. In any given time, you want to just simply use an E. The moment you click this, boom, now you're in this singing state we call cadenza. Under this state, what happens is that your entire team gets 25% crit damage buff, as you can see here, and 20% damage increase. Just like that, the only thing that's left is the attack buff, the 1.2k attack buff for your ally, right? The way you want to get that is, firstly, during this cadenza state, you want to attack the enemy, and notice, well, I cannot move right now. I can dash, but I cannot use WSD to move at all. But I can attack though, and the moment I do, I can swap with a quick assist to Yanagi. Okay, gosh, I was speaking. The moment I do a quick assist, take a look at the details that I got the 1.2k attack buff. And that is all of Astra Yao's buff effects, right? You got 1.2k on herself and 1.2k on the character you swap to. Notice as well, you don't get anything for Miyabi yet. You only get the crit damage increase, the 25% and the 20% damage increase, but not quite the flat attack. So how do you get it? Firstly, you want to just use a normal attack or a heavy hit on Yanagi right here, right? Or whoever that's getting swapped in. So I'm going to normal attack, boom. I can assist quick assist into Miyabi, and at this moment in time, you guessed it, I had the flat attack increase. This flat attack increase is gonna go up to like 30 seconds at max if you keep spamming it, and yep, as you can see right now, everyone has it, right? So I have every buff possible, and that's how you want to play it. Notice as well, I can keep getting this assistant, right? I can do it infinite amount of times as long as I just do a normal attack or a heavy attack. Now they do have cooldowns though, right? So it's like a 1 to 3 second cooldown. It's not that long. But what you want to really notice is the limit is on the top left. You can see that there's 4 icons below Astra Yao. Every quart means 25 energy, basically. You can gain 1 quart per 25 energy. For every swap you use, you're going to spend 25 energy. That means 1 quart less. Every time you spend a quart, Astra Yao is going to fire some attack onto the enemy. As you can see on like some of the ether damage you see on the enemy, that is the attack. It's a pretty, you know, it's nothing insane, but it's there, right? And you can keep on doing this as you gain more energy for Astra Yao through her W engine especially. And by swapping constantly, you can notice the buff is always going to get reset, right? No matter what. Of course, I can use a heavy attack as well that is of a different cooldown as compared to the normal attack into the quick assist. I know it's complicated, but all you really got to know is you just got to do what I'm doing on screen here. Keep attacking, and when you can quick assist, so right here I can quick assist again, boom, I get my buff up again. The duration of the buff is quite long, so you never really run out. Astra Yao is going to go back and have enough for you to swap again and reset the buff again. It is that easy, dude. When do you want to go back to her though is when she has her ultimate, right? So right now I see that she has an ultimate. I'm gonna go ahead and swap back out into her. The moment I do, I'm still in the cadenza state. That means my buff are still up and I cannot move still. And you know what I'm gonna do? Since I have the ult, I'm gonna go and use that. The moment I use my ulti, I go back into cadenza state and I get the quick assist again. However though, the quick assist this time is swapped into a chain attack. It's gonna happen twice for your team, right? Not to mention you also get a heal by doing your ulti, and there's good good damage as well on the enemy. So with all that said, I've showed you everything you gotta know about Astra Yao basically. Now I can be a bum and read through everything and go to like in deep detail, but that is going to bore you. So you know what I will do? I'm gonna show you a direct application of her best team against level 70 enemies, and this is the best team in Zenless Zone Zero, period. Miyabi, Astra Yao, and Yanagi. Astra Yao with her crit damage and damage bonus is all gonna help Miyabi a bunch as a crit damage dealer mainly, yeah? The massive attack boost is gonna help Yanagi as well, and not to mention Miyabi and Yanagi both would prefer to be swapped a lot in order to get your disorders in. So you know what, enough of the boring yap. I'm gonna show you the application on how you want to play this team. We're gonna start with Miyabi as usual. Go for an E right here into a charge attack. We're gonna charge this up, boom, do massive damage, swap over and use an E. Right now I'm in cadenza and I'm gonna actually charge a little bit more energy into the 4th stack. Then I start going to Yanagi. Start with the charge E into a quick assist, back to freaking Miyabi. And with Miyabi, I'm gonna just wait for the quick assist again. Here we go, boom. That's already a dead person right there. Death number 1. Go back to Miyabi again. I'm gonna try and land a force burn the best to my abilities, right? So we're gonna come back to Yanagi right here into a disorder, back to freaking Miyabi. Land a frost burn into an E into a charged basic attack, which does the most damage right here, right? So then we come back to Yanagi. I'm gonna spam some basics because, well, my quick swap is in cooldown anyway. And now I'm gonna end with a charge E right here and then go back to you. We got Miyabi again. We're gonna use one E into the second E into a charged basic to mega nuke you. That's our best combo right there. And now that I have my ultimate, why not? I'm gonna use my ultimate right there, and then I'm gonna instantly swap over to Yanagi right here with her ultimate as well. Now, as I do this, I'm gonna have enough energy, I believe, on Yanagi to get one more disorder in, right? So disorder in, I'm gonna swap back out to you. That's enough for my 6 stacks, so let's go ahead and charge it up. Boom, nuclear bomb goes in. I'm gonna use my E as well, and just like that, we have finished the boss. I didn't even need to swap back to Astra Yao. Look at her. Bro's not even real. You're real to me, you hear me? Yep, she's fake, guys. She's kind of transparent. But yeah, that is like the team. I know, you're gonna be like, wait, we haven't even used her ult and everything. It doesn't feel like a good showcase, and it's way too fast. That's the problem. This team is so strong that nothing survives, and things just end too quickly. However, though, if you think about it, if you need your characters to do like a lot of ultimates, that's not even a good thing. That just means you're taking too long, right? I didn't even need to use my ult on Astra Yao. You know what? For the sake of showcasing, I'm gonna do it one more time. I don't know if you even realize as well, I'm fighting enemies with ice resistance, so even then, Miyabi just destroys them way too quickly. Well, let's run it back though, but this time it's gonna be more about showcasing Astra Yao's whole kit, right? I'm gonna try my best. It's kind of hard to do this while commentating, but hey, I'm just trying my best, okay? For the disorder, and yeah, I gotta stop. I can't. No, you already died. You know what? Go for it. Let's go with the Q, dude. Yep, that did a lot. Man, I can't even show everything. They just die too quickly. I swear, I'm gonna cut to the part where she gets the ult and I get to show the chain attack instead of the quick freaking assist, okay? Gosh dang it. Alright, here we go. We finally stalled enough time, dude. I'm gonna go in and swap over to gosh darn. Yeah, there we go. Astra Yao. And finally, we got to use our ulti. Check this damage on as well. It's actually solid damage, right? Nothing crazy, but there we go. And with that, I can use my quick assist, and it's turning into chain attacks, which is gonna be quite helpful for damage overall anyway, right? Plus, we could just end this right now with gosh darn Miyabi. Yeah, speaking of which, as you can tell, I had to hold back to even go back to her. I don't think there's a need to, but I guess when harder enemies appear, you will have to go back to her, use your ult actually. But usually though, with my experience, she is this busted when paired with Miyabi, right? You don't even need to use her ult. The game's already over just by her being in cadenza and just by you just spamming a quick swap, yeah? I mean a quick assist rather. And that is what the world's strongest team in Zenless Zone Zero can do. Now, I do have to apologize if I'm like yapping way too fast, but that's how I usually do things. And dude, honestly, this character does so many things at once. Hey, I did try my best to summarize, man, but it's not that easy. Hopefully you do understand how to use her. It's honestly not that hard. Just use your E to start getting cadenza and start swapping across your DPSs. That's all you really have to do. As long as she's in cadenza, you're not gonna lose your crit damage buff and your damage buff whatsoever. And as long as you keep swapping in between your DPS, you'll always refresh your flat attack buff. And that's how to maximize Astra Yao. Once you finally when you get her ult, you can swap back to her to use her ult and then swap back out of her right away. And it's the same thing. Go to your DPSs, swap around and around, get your flat attack and all that. What makes her so good is how easy it is for her to use Relay. Just use your E and then swap. That's all you gotta do. It's so easy to get a buff, and her buffs really do cover for a long period of time. As long as you just keep swapping, you basically will never run out of any of her buffs. And not to mention, it is so easy to get her additional ability to activate. You just need an attacker or anomaly character. That is so easy, man. For a support character, she does a lot of buffs. I would say easily over the level of even Caesar. Now, Caesar is a better survival slot compared to Astra Yao, but Astra Yao is more of an offensive one. And you would think, yeah, she sucks at survival. No, the ultimate has a heal. I didn't even get the chance to do it because the offensive capabilities of her are just like so overwhelming. We just killed him anyway. I was fighting a level 70 ice resistant enemy, and bro just died still to ice. And that is not easy to do, let me tell you. So with all that said, should you be pulling for Astra Yao? I'm gonna actually say it. I think she is a very worthy pull. If you're the type of person that missed Caesar, you definitely have some regrets of, oh dang, I could have had a Caesar in this team or that team. And this Astra Yao character is that version of Caesar, I think. She's at that level where you can definitely use her in any team. I can easily think of, you know, using her with a Chingy Juyan team. That definitely works as well, in place of the supporting role of Nicole. Any team that needs a Caesar, you can definitely still use Astra Yao. Now, you're trading survivability for more damage output though. And speaking of damage output, do not forget she does have a lot of follow-up attacks with the Trembolo attacks, which is basically the follow-up attacks every time you quick swap. It does happen. It happens on screen. It's an ether damage, right? It happens in tandem along with your DPSs, which is why you will do a lot more damage in the long run, because you don't have to swap to her. You just do damage with her anyway. So yeah, what a dang character. Not to mention you look like a damn Disney princess. Who does not like you, man? Look at how woo you are. Playing this game makes me want to get hit by a truck to get isekai, because people don't look this good in this planet. That'll be all for my review. Hope you guys enjoyed, and yup, take care.